Blessed evening, collective. Whew. It's tense. It's tension. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, I've moved out from the really quite nice detachment that I was experiencing this morning. It's still there to a degree, but there's a greater awareness of this. Just it's a gnawing sensation, like rats gnawing on my solar plexus, right at the base of the heart, kind of in between. It's anxiety, it is tension, it's everything falling apart, it's the walls falling down, it's Humpty Dumpty fell down and could never be put back together. It's just it's the feeling of something happened or happening that is kind of the death knell, that this is unfixable. This time it can't be glued back together. There's almost a shortness of breath, a feeling of, like being punched in the gut, being winded. It's a little bit of panic, it's a little bit of despair. It's a lot of three swords, I will tell you that. It's a lot of swords. It's swords in general. I'm going to pull some cards because I want to. Because I am in this. I am endeavoring to lean into it, and I'm tired, honestly. I'm tired. Yeah. I know that everything is going according to plan. I know that I have a choice with my focus on how I feel in any given moment. And right now, I'm kind of just feeling shitty. It's the best way to put it. And I'm not blaming anybody. Yes, this is bleeding over from the masculine side. But I'm not blaming them either. It just is what it is. And I do want to... I want to just be. I want to just be and not judge myself. And know that it's okay to feel this way. And that I can't get it wrong. That nothing is going wrong. That's for sure. But also that I am allowed to soothe myself in whatever ways that I can. I know I can do that completely with energy, but I know also there is no wrong. As long as you are aligned with your energy, that is the path of least resistance. It doesn't matter what it is you're doing, it matters how you feel about it. And so I would like to have a drink. just a drink. Not get wasted, not take shots and black out, just a drink. Sip on some amaretto, which is what I have, essentially. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to just give myself permission. There is a tendency in me that I'm well aware of, growing more aware of, to be very rigid and very hard on myself about indulgences. That has a lot to do with my Jupiter being in Virgo. The one Virgo aspect that I have. I'm all Capricorn Aquarius with the little Pisces moon and Scorpio midheaven and Pluto, but that's it. And so, yeah, it's a challenge for me. But I am realizing more and more that fear is not a thing that should control you, right? For any reason. If you're afraid to not drink, that's one thing. If you're afraid to drink, that's another thing. Both of those are actually equally limited and controlling. It's still letting fear rule you. And so I'm choosing to believe that I can exist in moderation, that all things in creation are here for our enjoyment. It is all self-expressing, ultimately, right? Everything is. And yeah, I want to just be. So I think I'm going to enjoy sipping on some amaretto after this. But first, I want to pull on this energy, on the masculine energy. I want to let it express. Oh yeah, let's just see. I can feel something coming off the animal deck, but I don't know that it's this message. Oh, maybe it is. Let's see. No, yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. I do think there's a related message, but just looking at what's here. Six of Pentacles crossed by the Knight of Cups, sandwiched by. So on the surface, let's just look at the very surface. Somebody who wants to give, who wants love given back to them. They want to give and they want to receive love. But what's underneath that? What is sandwiching that Knight of Cups? Seven Swords. Bunch of bullshit. Yeah. Bunch of bullshit. Kind of trying to sneak away. Realizing there's been a deception of self. That they've been doing it wrong. They've been practicing love as a business transaction. And as a result, that's what they've gotten back. Is a cup full of pentacles. There's no water in there. It's all pentacles. You're gonna stay pretty damn thirsty with a cup full of pentacles. There's an exodus energy. There is a desperate urge to look away, but also to get away, because this cup, it's empty. They want it to be full. I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, there's that disappointment. It's empty. They want it to be full. They know that coming towards the soulmate connection, the two cups standing, would fill the cup, but it is a little bit of wanting someone else to fill the cup rather than filling it for themselves. And I feel that. Yeah. Yeah, 5 Pentacles right after. 5 Pentacles crossing 5 Cups. They know they fucked up. They disappointed themselves. They've left themselves out of, look at that, and the Devil underneath. They left themselves out by staying in the thing that seemed safe, that seemed practical. Actually, this is a card of Capricorn, very practical energy. Again, pentacle based. It's a cup full of pentacles. They know that by staying in this, they've left all of the real emotion out of it. It's devoid of emotion. It's just a sensible, it's basically a business relationship, but it's a love relationship. But it's all business. It's all business. It's all practical. It's all about the transaction, what we provide for one another in a physical sense. You pay these bills, I pay those. We have this house and this status and this appearance and reputation. We make these appearances at these places. We have these associates, friends, associates. There's a realization here. Yeah, there's the Ace of Swords directly underneath, that this has got to go. They sat in this. It's toxic. It's killing their soul. It's on top. The Lovers, come on. And that's the flip side. I mean, the Devil and the Lovers, they know this ain't it, because they know now they've had a taste of what is, of what could be. It's getting stronger and stronger. There's that, yeah, it's just a burning urge to go towards this. In the animal deck, the Devil is the goat with the flaming feet, right? It's got hot feet. It's trying, there is obsession. There's obsession in that Devil card as well. With a need to leave, a need to communicate something on their side and to the feminine. Yeah, let's just pull on this energy. I'm trying to express this anxious energy coming through right now. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? For myself, for my own coping, sanity or lack thereof. Really, I've given that up completely. I've surrendered sanity. It's not something I need. It's not serving me. Never really has. Why am I here doing this, Spirit? What's the message? What's going on? Just giving this a voice. Really. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. I fucked up upright. I would like to come in now. I would like to come in. But there's a but. Why is there a but? Yeah, because it means changing everything. It means losing everything on their side. It means all of that would have to change. It means they would, you know, not have joint custody of the little dogs anymore. They'd have to figure that out. They'd have to split assets. They'd have to deal with all of that shit. But it's really cold. It's really, really cold. It's everything surrounding them is freezing. They would like to get out of that. But it's everything. It seems kind of overwhelming. I'm going to cut the cards. Oh, they're sliding. Oh, okay. I did it that way for a reason. Don't normally cut like that. Yeah. It's the walls coming down. 9 wands. It's tired. What did I say at the beginning? I'm tired. I feel tired of this. That's part of this energy too. Is just, oh my God, I'm tired of this. I am tired of this. I don't know what else to say. It's wounded warrior energy, exhausted, tired of what they have on their side, tired of fighting it, but also the prospect of figuring it all out, of dividing everything, that seems overwhelming and exhausting. And it's just I want to give up. I want to lay down and stop fighting, because I just want some love. I just want some water in that cup, and I want to bring it. I want to bring it to the feminine so bad. Yeah, I feel that. I ran out of storage on my phone. I usually remember to clear out all my old videos. That's a part of this message. Something's gotta go. It's time to clear out. It's time to let go of the old. I was saying at a certain point they gotta just turn off the brain, and remembering dealing with all of the decluttering the donation of stuff that happened for me recently with my ex, and how much stress I witnessed myself creating for myself. 6 of Wands popping out. And that at a certain point, I got tired of it. I got tired of my own bullshit, which we saw. There's the Emperor. I guess I'm done shuffling. I got tired of my own bullshit. I just had to turn off the brain and say, get rid of it. Let's let it go. It's stealing my joy. These things are not bringing me joy. I'm letting them steal my joy. That's silly. Just let them go. It's time to just let this go. It's time for the masculine to surrender control, to realize that's how you take control, is by surrendering it completely. Yeah, okay, that is the shuffle. Well, what's under the Emperor? Judgment. Yep, it's time. They know. They know something's got to change. They know it's time to be vulnerable. The message is getting through loud and clear. Something about the Emperor's new clothes there. I don't know what, but... Alright. 3 cards. If this wants to go any further, I'll see. But I'm not trying to drag this out. I just would like it to express. And here we have the Emperor expressing the Divine Masculine energy. As I asked. Thank you, universe. Let's let this express. I don't have words for that. It's the devil, obviously, just in case you're off somewhere doing something else, fixing that drink for yourself. It's the devil. What's the Emperor crossing? It's everything coming back from the bottom of that pre-shuffle, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's the Emperor crossing the Ace of Swords. Because they know they gotta get away from that devil. This is angel energy. Ace of Swords is angel energy. They know, they're sitting in it. It's something about the devil, you know, as well. Um, it's not better than the devil you don't. It serves you to know, because you get that clarity of contrast. You know, oh, this is what I don't want. This is what I cut out. This is what I've sat in. This is a pattern of behavior. There is tremendous obsession here. What's red with the devil? Jesus Christ, the world. Yeah, it's go time. This cannot go another time around. There is a realization that it has to change now, or it's not gonna change, kind of thing. And they don't want that. They don't want to go another year, another 6 months, another cycle in this energy. And so it's creating that urgency, that tension of now or never. Now is the time. It's time to cut these ties. It's time for this to change. Yeah, it's a lot. It's everything. But it's time to let go. It's abundantly clear. Judgment. What's under judgment? Four of Pentacles. Time to let go. This is the fear. It's the miser energy. It's the clinging to stability. But it's everything, I know. But it's everything. It's all my stuff. It's the friends that we have together. You know, I can't talk to the same people because they're our friends, and it's all of this kind of bullshit, and it's causing a blockage. Yep. It's that ego created stress. Attachment. Attachment is the root of all suffering, especially attachment to things we don't even want. This is very clearly something that is not happy. It doesn't feel good. It's just familiar. And because of that, there's clinging to it, there's resistance to letting go, but there's also this absolute clarity that it needs to go. It's got to go. It's time. It's a security blanket. When I was a kid, I had a blanket, right? A lot of us had some toy blanket, whatever, that was a safety thing. I had two. One of them got lost at preschool, and that was a devastating day for me, let me tell you. But the second one, which was named Blanky, very creative child, I had that blanket for I don't know how many years. I had that blanket from the time I was born. Well, it still exists, actually. It's not a blanket anymore, I'll explain. It was a security object. It was literally a blanket, like Linus's blankie, but after a certain point, I had dragged it around with me so many places that it started to fall apart, right? It was a very soft, loosely woven rainbow blanket, super soft, and I took it with me everywhere, and it very quickly started to deteriorate to the point that it became just a little bundle of string. Essentially, it was just like a loose yarn bundle of rainbow colored string, vaguely rainbow colored at that point. It was pretty gray, but I still slept with it underneath my head. I liked it touching my face, you know, and I did that until I was maybe 11 or 12, because it was security. It was comfort to me, until it reached the point where it was just this tiny little ball of yarn, and my mom finally said to me, honey, I think it's time to retire Blanky. You know, you're a big girl now, and you're strong, you're capable, you don't need the security blanket. Blanky is always with you, right? The energy, the love of Blanky is always with you. You carry it with you. You don't need this little pile of string to give you anything. And that was really hard for me. But I learned to detach from this object the feeling of comfort, and realize that was within myself. That was something that I could give to myself. I could give myself security and confidence. I didn't need this little ball of string to give that to me. And so I let Blanky go. Your person's life is Blanky. The runner's entire life has been constructed to help them feel safe. That's what ego does. And this is not a, I was going to say it's not a judgment. It is a judgment. According to the universe, it's not a subjective judgment of like, oh, the shame. There's no shame involved. I'm not trying to shame anybody. That's why I told you the heartfelt story of Blanky and my own experience with this type of energy. I understand. Everybody's had this kind of experience. The runners, being the masculine aspect, being ego-based, again, not an indictment, just a statement. This is their entire life. All ego wants is to make itself feel safe. It wants to be in control. It wants to construct and orchestrate and set up a wall, set up boundaries, build the castle around itself so nobody can touch it. And it's done that. It's built a life where there's very little need to feel emotion, because emotion is dangerous to the ego. That's what we've been taught by the masculine aspect in society, is that emotion is dangerous. The feminine is dangerous. Hysteria, witch hunts, all of these things. Ooh, danger. It's all falling apart now. Their life, that is Blanky, is turning to a ball of thread. They've dragged it around with them for so long that it's starting to fall apart. And they know they have to let go of it. They know it's time. They know it's holding them back. It's not serving them to cling to this anymore. It would serve them to make the deliberate decision, like I made the deliberate decision to say, okay, I'm going to let Blanky go. That was empowering for me, as opposed to having it, taken from me and you don't get this anymore. It was, you're strong enough. You don't need this. So I could make that decision. I took the power back for myself, made the decision that I didn't need this. I was good on my own, right? That's what's happening here. The universe is saying it's time to let go of everything. It's time to let go of these karmic connections. You've learned the lessons. The lessons are learned. It's time to move on to the next thing. It's time to step up, to graduate into the next grade, the next class. There's a lot of healing to be found in this. This is their whole lesson, is to let go, is how to surrender. Because it feels vulnerable and it feels scary, and they're very controlled by fear. They have been taught to move where fear tells them to move, to avoid fear, to move away from it. The universe is asking them to lean into it now, because that's where the healing, that's where the power is found, by realizing fear is not a reason to do anything. It's helping them realize that by showing them, hey, fear kept you from going after what you wanted. Fear is the reason you're still in this unhappy situation instead of over there frolicking with the DF. You could be out there free, having a good time. Your fear, your attachment to all of this, your refusal to let go, refusal to flow with your own energy, is what's keeping you stuck and stagnant and not feeling good. If you just flow with your own energy, number one, the most important thing, the most important result of that is your energy balances. Balanced energy feels good. That's really the whole point, is you follow the impulse, flow with your own energy so that you balance it, and then you feel good, and then the outcome doesn't matter. That's it. And that's the whole lesson. They've thought this to death, however. They're afraid. There is fear in this. There's the feeling of damned if I do, damned if I don't. And they gotta change perspective. They know it's time to make a move. It's time to let go, to leave one thing behind and to move into the next thing. Whether that is moving towards the feminine specifically in any specific connection or not, it means moving away from the karmic. It means letting go of control, surrendering, trusting, allowing, knowing that the universe has their back, that all that matters is following the good feeling impulse. It's not about the result. It's not about the outcome. taking back the power that Pentacles, that they've given to Pentacles. Now the Pentacles all have all the power over them, and then it's not freedom. Pentacles are supposed to be freedom. That's what they should represent. By giving the Pentacles power, the Pentacles have power over them. It's a tongue twister, and they're all wrapped up in it. They're realizing this. They know this. That, I mean, the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords, they know this. They have known this for a long time. Yeah, they know exactly what they want to go towards the dream. They dream about this. And then this immediately after. Immediately after. I knew Nine Swords was in here somewhere. That's why I was looking for it. It's back and forth. It's, everything on this side sucks. Everything over there, gosh, it would be nice. It'd be so nice. What a dream come true. I could just go towards that. No. That's scary. Scary. Feels real scary to go towards that. I don't think I could do that. Oh, but everything on this side sucks. I'm controlled by the Pentacle. I don't like that either. That doesn't feel good either. Maybe I'll just daydream about the soulmate connection some more. Gosh, that feels good. It feels so good to go towards that. But oh my god, what if it didn't work out? What if they laughed at me? What if my fly was unzipped and I said the wrong thing, or I stumbled over my words and nope, gotta stop. Can't do that. Too afraid. Oh, but everything on this side sucks. Everything on this side sucks. It just goes round and round and around. I'm exhausted. I wanted to pull one more card. I just looked at it. I'm going to show you. Because I do kind of feel like the world is crossing the Ace of Swords here. It is bookending the Devil in a sense as well. I mean, it's obvious this needs to change. It is their whole world. Their whole world is a prison cell, basically. But just like a prisoner living in prison for a long time, that gets to be all you know, and suddenly the outside world seems pretty scary. You know how prison works. You are familiar. Again, it's familiar. You're familiar with the cell, and so it feels safer. There's just the safety to that. You could be free, but you got to take the leap. You got to push past the fear in order to do that. And it's kind of creating this looping of this Ace of Swords. It's just like flying around in a circle with the world. But it's the same message, even if I pull it out one card further. The world, bookending the Devil. 10 of Swords, bookending the Devil. It's time for the Devil to go. It's time for this energy to flow, to be let loose. It's time for it to break loose. It is, the universe is bringing things to balance. And it's not being shy. That is the sensation of this spinning Ace of Swords. It's Archangel Michael's sword just flinging around and revealing everything. Oh, yeah, this gotta go. This gotta go. That's shit. Toss that out the window. And the masculine aspect going, no, but not that. Not my, no. And it's not working. It's not working. Because Spirit wins. It's just, you can get in a staring contest with the universe. Go ahead. You can do that. Universe is not going to blink. I promise you. And that's where that tired energy comes from too. That Nine of Swords. Excuse me, Nine of Wands. That as well. But you can't fight nature. Nature is on your side. That's the other thing. That's the thing that ego gets to realize, is that you think you're fighting for yourself and you're fighting against yourself. The universe is working for you. It's working for your highest good. Ego thinks that it's got it all figured out. It thinks it knows the best route. It thinks it knows what it wants. It thinks that surrendering control would be giving up what it wants. It's the opposite. It's, again, surrendering what you think you desire so you can receive what you truly deserve. What you deserve at the soul level as a divine, deliberate creator. what you have asked for in your sacred heart over lifetimes of creation. That's the highest good. The universe wants everything to balance for the highest good. Again, highest good of all means all inclusive. Everybody included in that. Everybody's highest good, which is the path that feels the most good. That's the highest good. That's how this works. I'm a little exhausted. I'm a little exhausted by this, quite frankly. Yeah, I don't need to clarify any of this. I have compassion for it, but it is that feeling of just tired of my own bullshit. Because it's all the same self. We're all the same self. This is one consciousness that is shared. There are no people. There is only presence. There is no difference, truly. No separation. All of that is an illusion. And so I have compassion for this, but I have compassion in the same way I was experiencing as for myself when I was feeling overwhelmed and realizing I was creating all of this stress by my attachment to it, by my unwillingness to just surrender it up. And I got kind of sick of that. I got kind of sick of my own bullshit. Just said, you know what, I see through this. I am the one creating all of this turmoil and drama. Let me just let that go, okay? Let me just say bye-bye. Whatever ego is pitching a fit about, do that thing. Let's do that. I'm getting real curious about that. Whenever ego puts up a big fight, a big wall of fear, that to me says, I want to go over there. I want to do that thing. The thing that ego is going, no, please don't. I want to do that. It's creating this effect of like reverse psychology in myself, using ego's own tricks against it. Of the more it says, no, don't, you can't do that, the more it makes the rest of me want to do that. And just say, this is silly. This is all a bunch of, it's just drama. It's creating my own drama. It's a whole play going on inside of me. Well done. I appreciate the effort. Great stage work. You know, writing could use some work, but I'm done with it. Let's move on. Let's let this all go. Because I get to feel good. And this doesn't feel good. I have a choice. I'm going to feel good. Let me let go of all of this fanafery. Just, yeah, I'm done with it. And so that is my feeling in myself. And that is my feeling in my broader self with this energy. I relate. I understand. I have compassion. And that compassion leads me to holding this frequency of let that shit go, man. It's not serving you. It's time to just move on and realize you are trapping yourself. There is no control in the death grip that fear has over you. Let it go. That's where all the power is, in deliberate surrender, deliberate release, vulnerability, allowance of everything exactly as it is. That's it. I don't even really want to pull any more cards. I'm going to pull separate message, just briefly. I wanted to ask the witches if there is anything they would like to say. Universe, 3 of Cups at the bottom. Well, I like that. It's feeling that. The Tower. There's Judgment again. And the Empress and Justice and the Knight of Cups. Okay, yeah, this is good. It is just the universe saying, yeah, they gotta open up. They gotta open up, Allie. That's what it is. You get it. You felt it. You've been there. You've been in a place where you stagnated your own energy and you knew it felt shitty. And the thing to do, the only thing to do, was trust that emotion, Empress, and just let it flow all at once. Just spit it out. It's just spit it out energy. Realizing that letting yourself be afraid of something, that doesn't feel good. That's not what a divine deliberate creator does. Because you know, because you're the Empress, you know everything is to your benefit. This is a safe, stable, supportive universe. You just flow with the energy and trust and know this is good. This is all as all should be. Whatever the outcome is, doesn't matter. It's to my benefit. I'm excited to find out what that is and move on to the next thing. Justice. Things are coming to balance. This is happening. Doesn't matter. There's the Knight of Cups underneath. It doesn't matter if it's this energy or not. If it's the specific masculine runner energy or not. There's so much coming in quickly because there's a lot. Yeah, they're overthinking it. This just came straight back. Oh, I'm on low battery now. Here is the Knight of Cups that's caught up in Eight of Swords, right? But Six Swords again, wanting to take that journey. Then they get all fucked up about it in their heads because of the security blanket, King of Pentacles. Yeah, and there's the Emperor again, and the Nine of Wands, and the Devil. I can't make this shit up. We already saw half of these cards. Yeah, the Emperor is defensive, but the soul's awake. Yeah, they're still trying to bullshit things, but there's other stuff coming in. Twofold message I'm going to keep pulling here, but it's number one, justice gets served, energy gets balanced. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That kind of energy. And number two, you got other stuff coming in. Keep flowing with you. Don't hold anything back in yourself. Trust your flow. Focus on that. Let that be everything. Your whole focus is your journey. Forget about the masculine energy. Doesn't matter. It's not relevant. It's about you following your feeling, even if it's not such a good feeling in the moment. Flow with that too. Sometimes the water is choppy. Don't get up in your head about it. It's okay. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to. It's okay that this section is choppy. Nothing going wrong. It's just a part of the river. It's just the way it is here. Use that as a practice to allow the flow, the isness of the moment exactly as it is. And it'll smooth out again. It's all good. Just keep flowing in your own energy. So, final message from the universe for the feminine. I would like to ask specifically, what would you like to say, Spirit? Yeah, don't be alarmed, or be alarmed, you choose, but don't be alarmed at feeling this energy. Give yourself leeway, give yourself the freedom to flow in it, to soothe yourself, to just be. Everything is going the way it should. Four of Cups at the bottom. Okay, hold on. What's on top? Oh, I pulled two at once. Well, I pulled two at once, so they come together. Knight of Wands and Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a strong potential for somebody to come charging in. Somebody that turned this down. I know it's a little dark in here. Sorry. It's the Four of Cups. What's the Four of Cups crossing? Seven of Pentacles. There's a strong potential that DF's not going to be into it. That's just what I'm feeling. Yeah, what's red with the Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands? This is kind of funky. It's a real kind of drive-by. It's that in and out Knight of Wands. You know, it's a little floppy. He wants a stable new beginning, but I don't know that he's around really for it. It's a lot of talk. Maybe not a lot of action. One more after the Eight of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Swords. It's there's a feeling of putting the kibosh on this. It's a very clear, yeah, this isn't on my level. So no. But somebody's got to work for it. If somebody comes in, if there is a runner that returns, it's got to be on the level of the feminine. And she knows that. What's under the Four of Cups? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they gotta be willing to really give to this, to be vulnerable. It can't just be a, hey, I'm here now, so you want to bang. Like, no, actually, that's not how this works. It's the feminine energy has raised vibration so tremendously. There is a strong likelihood that the runner energy just can't catch up at this point. And that's a part of all of it too. What's under that? Yeah, justice under that Four of Pentacles. It doesn't mean that it's not possible. Anything is possible. But they would have to open up fully. There's a lot of them that are, yeah, they're coming in on a brave, impulsive action. But it is kind of one note. It's a little short-sighted. I don't have the Five of Swords, but yeah, it doesn't matter for the feminine though, whether or not somebody comes in and whether or not you accept them. It actually doesn't matter. I mean, if you reject them, you don't gotta be cruel about it. It's just, no, yeah, this isn't on my level, and someone who ran from me, again, it's not that it's impossible, it's that you gotta open up all the way. You gotta be totally vulnerable about this. You gotta be, shit, I can't keep the storage clear on my phone. I got like 10 seconds. Yeah, that's the whole reading. Just keep flowing in your own energy. Yeah, they got some shit going on, and it's bleeding over. This is all just to express it anyway. So, I feel better. I'm gonna go have that amaretto now, though, for sure. Thank you for your witness. Be easy on yourself. That's what I have to say. There's nothing serious going on. It's all just for fun anyway. So take it easy on you. Have a beautiful evening, and know that always, always, I truly, truly, unconditionally love you.